Yo, what up, man? Chris, somebody checking in, man, back with a blog, man. Make sure that like button, subscribe on your way, and I appreciate all the support. Salute. Make sure you hit that like button, man, and subscribe to your boy. I hate to say I told you so, man. I hate to be the I told you so bull. URL does the Nexus card yesterday. Danny Myers, Authentic, Mozzie, Cuban, whole bunch of different people on the card. They booked as a main event, Serius Jones versus New Jersey Twork. Nobody asked for this battle. I don't know where the energy for this battle other than they're just Jersey niggas. I don't know where the energy come from this battle. You know, you got Serius Jones with the head ice and the wreck stuff and all that. And then you got Twork. He's still dealing with the easy stuff, the A-War stuff, the Jerry West stuff, the getting arrested recently. A lot of stuff going on with Twork in the last few months. Why you book him? You didn't book this nigga, and he has no-showed the fucking battle, man. Twork no-showed the battle. And for everything I'm hearing, niggas ain't talked to Twork, ain't heard from Twork, Anwar ain't answering the phone. Don't get quiet now, Anwar. Don't get quiet now, because when Twork is winning, you got a lot to say. When you want to talk about unbiased, you got a lot to say. Niggas saying they can't find you now. APB out on Anwar. Where the fuck is Anwar at, man? Because you had your boy last night's Instagram right here. You know what I'm saying? Talking about the battle.
Now what you said it ain't happened. What happened?
He couldn't make it, I guess.
Word.
Yeah.
He said Twork couldn't make it. Twork didn't show up. Yeah. Word. So now what?
I guess I gotta knock somebody's bitch or something.
He didn't do the battle, bro. And there was a lot of dick eaters in my comment section. Why you hating on Twork? I mean, what is URL supposed to do? He's a ticket seller. We don't give a fuck, man. We don't give a fuck if you a ticket seller. That's what's wrong with battle rap. What's wrong with battle rap chapter 2 is coming soon, man, to address the other things that's wrong with battle rap. It's coming soon. Thanksgiving weekend, some shit like that is coming. You know what I'm saying? What's wrong with battle rap chapter 2? And this is a big problem with battle rap, man. Twork has been you know what? I'm trying to figure out if I want to say all this stuff in this blog. I want to save it till later. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot I want to talk about on this subject, but I'm just going to focus on he did not do the battle. I'm hearing niggas ain't talk to him. Niggas don't know what's going on. I don't know. If y'all know Twork, reach out to him and put an APB out on try to find out what's going on. But obviously last time you heard he was grieving, he was whining at J2 and Hustle got pulled off the card, all this kind of stuff. It's just a lot going on with Twork, man. Why you bothering him? I thought the nigga was supposed to be grieving. You know what I'm saying? I thought he was supposed to be grieving. He don't got no problem taking deposits, though, and not showing up. He didn't do the battle, man, and this is just another thing. I heard URL was disappointed. It was a main event. It kind of ruined the energy of the night, and they got this whole thing about they're going to drop all these battles on Thanksgiving, and this is a main event that they were hoping that they could drop that didn't go down. You know what I'm saying? So now we got Serius Jones. We got Easy the Block Captain. We got A-Ward. We got Jerry West. We got Av. We got 5 battles that y'all keep telling me Twork is supposed to do. Why y'all booking this nigga, bro? You know what I'm saying? Go make Twork fulfill his obligations, man. Y'all niggas have a responsibility, man, to be making niggas holding these niggas accountable. And I can't be the only fan holding niggas accountable. I'm really a fan. I'm a blogger, but at the end of the day, I'm just a fan. I can't be the only one telling niggas, you know. And it's some of the league's fault. Let's just keep it real. TBL booked Twork and A-Ward. Didn't have no problem booking Twork and Easy. Why you booking Twork and Easy? He ain't done the A-Ward battle. So a lot of this is the league, too. You got to understand, battle rappers just going to take the money, bro. Twork was just in jail. You think his life ain't fucked up over this Ben shit that niggas saying he stole or somebody else, whatever the fuck going on. Someone else's name, the paperwork ain't right. All this bonding out of jail, doing all this fake-ass Balenciaga shit the nigga be wearing, all this bullshit he be having on. That nigga don't got no bread like that. So now he just taking deposits, doing what he got to do, raising his family, raising his kid, Christmas time coming up, taking money, not doing battles. He do not need to be being booked, bro. And I think he didn't do that easy battle because I think you got to understand. I think there was an interview he did where he was talking about the Loaded Lux battle was like one of the biggest battles of his career. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot of people sometimes respect Lux even more than Mook. Even if you got Mook as a better battler, I think they just respect Lux a little bit because he's never in any drama. Like Mook has been in a little bit of drama and shit like that. But Lux is not in any drama, so he holds himself to like a high standard. And I think at the end of the day, whether or not you feel like Lux is overrated, you always respect him because at the end of the day, he's a stand-up guy. And he takes battle rap serious. He's always prepared. He does his thing, and it's a movie when he come out. So I think he looked at that battle. When he walked off stage, bro, and you go to that interview, the nigga is literally sitting outside smoking a cigarette and they ask him about the battle. It's a rare time that a nigga admits defeat. He was like, man, you know, I just couldn't get no win. I just couldn't get no win. And let me see if I can find it real quick. Let me see. New Jersey Twork. It's just a rare time where you see somebody being as transparent as that. And I think he rolled out of that thinking, I really needed this battle. You know what I'm saying? And you leave that, you could not afford to lose the Easy 2 weeks later, bro. You just couldn't. Easy just talked way too crazy on the internet. For you to kind of roll out of that battle and just, let me see if I can find it. Let me see. So much Twork shit going on, man. Let me see. Recaps. Hold on. Bear with me. I ain't gonna be able to find it. But anyway, man, I just think it's just so much pressure to win at a high level against somebody. It's a must win for Twork. You can't lose it to Lux 3-0 and then lose to Easy. Because Easy, one thing about niggas like Easy, they not going to ever let you live that shit down. And I think it's all you better off not doing a battle than letting Easy beat you. And I think a lot of his confidence was gone. You know what I'm saying? I think a lot, like I'm not gonna lie, he probably had shit going on. Like the girl passed away, he was just recently in jail. See, you know, behind the scenes, you still be dealing with that shit, like court shit and all this kind of stuff. And even though you try to put your best foot forward, a nigga like Easy ain't gonna let you live on that timeline if he beat you because y'all niggas talk too crazy. And it ain't just Easy, it's Tati and it's the boss and it's all the Spaces niggas and everybody that want to lose and it's Frank, the damn sponsor. There's all these people that's saying you can't fuck with Twork. And it's bloggers like myself, like, oh, you ducking Twork, you doing this, and it's like he's going to stay on your ass, pause, about winning you. Lux will beat you and you don't hear from Lux no more. Easy beat you is different. You better off dubbing a battle than not doing a battle. And we've seen it before. 40 Bars was supposed to battle Coffee in New York the first time. Niggas was saying she was in her hotel room, couldn't even get her bars together. Basically, I ain't doing a battle. You better off not doing a battle than walking out there and choking. And I feel like that was what was going on. I feel like mentally, I don't think he even felt comfortable with his material anymore. You know what I'm saying? And then you already get some URL niggas pulled off the car, like Hustle and that. So yeah, he don't do the battle. I don't know why leagues are booking Twork, bro. I understand he's a ticket seller. I don't know why the fans support it. And I don't know why the leagues ain't holding him accountable. So for URL, I don't feel sorry for you niggas at all. I do not know why you booked him in Serius. Nobody asked for that shit. And unless you're going to make up battles and put him and Jerry West or him and Av on a card, it's at least you can explain those situations. Like, oh, these are old deposits. These are old situations. This is old energy. To do a completely new battle when he got 3 or 4 other situations is ridiculous. And it's disrespectful to other leagues. Now, you got a problem with TBL when they want to book Av. You want to be like, oh, no, we got some shit going on. But you just take the energy away, bring him over here to do Serius Jones, do all, like, let him handle his responsibility. Because clearly, he cannot take on all this responsibility. It's clear he can't do it. So why y'all keep forcing him to do it? So yeah, he fucking no-showed. And niggas is telling me, bro, niggas ain't heard from this nigga. I'm talking about URL, all kind of shit. They ain't heard from this nigga. You know, nobody know what's going on. This is like a no call, no show. So yeah, and URL was kind of one of the last niggas that you would kind of think with everything Beasley and Smack have done that he would actually do that to them, I guess, per se. We seen him screw a bunch of other niggas. But yeah, I guess anybody can get it. You know what I'm saying? And this time, probably anybody can get it, man. That nigga probably going through a lot, so I ain't gonna like talk about too much of his personal life, but he definitely don't need to be booked. You know what I'm saying? And he definitely don't need to be booked. So no. He pop up on a car. If he pops up on any car and ain't got nothing to do, and the name ain't A Ward, Jerry West, Av, or Easy, and now Jones, they don't want to hear this shit. They do not want to hear this shit. They do not feel sorry for you bum ass leaves that keep doing this fugazi ass shit. So I digress, man. That's all I want to say about that. Kshine dropped an interview. I'm gonna put it at the top of the link. Y'all check it out. He dropped an interview talking about DNA. Now, a lot of y'all might not remember, the DNA said that Kshine never paid his respects. DNA said.
NWX breaks up in 2021. The situation with URL doesn't happen until the end of 2022. I can't change the timeline that it happened, so you have to go with what I'm saying because you can go pull it up. These is when the blocks happen. I leave NWX right after Summer Madness when he battled Hollow. And from that point, like, I still feel like up until this day, that was the stemming issue that we always had that just never was addressed, which was that conversation. So from that point, our relationship was always rocky. Right. But people just didn't know that because nobody's saying nothing on camera. But now when you get to 2022 and my grandma dies and I don't get no condolences on my grandmother dying.
Who said he ain't hit you?
No. And then...
Now, see...
Hold on.
No, hold on. Kshine your ass wrong.
So Kshine responded to that. And, you know, basically, let me see. Kshine responded to that, and he basically had a couple things to say. And let me find something real quick, just in case y'all do not. Before I get to the Kshine's response, in case y'all do not know what I'm talking about, I am talking about this right here. In case you don't know what I'm talking, this right here, that URL had booked.
Oh, yeah. This gonna be a goodie. I've been waiting for you.
So we gonna see who Big Jersey for real is.
URL's Nexus.
To Kshine's response, URL had basically Nexus was this past weekend. That was the main event, Serius Jones versus Twork, and it did not go down this weekend. Okay, for those of y'all that's wondering when they were supposed to battle, so they was trying to do this for like a Thanksgiving or pre-Thanksgiving release. But anyway, back to Kshine. He on this KO interview right here, and this is what he says.
I think it was the N3, S3.
Where he said about how I ain't send him his respects and all that. Hold on, yo, I want to send you the screenshot right now and show you the message, bro, and show you this date, right, of when I said it. After that, DNA then proceeds to say, let's link up, let's do a documentary. I say no, I don't want to link with y'all niggas. I don't want to do no documentary with y'all niggas. He say, yo, but when I said respects to his queen and all of that, I definitely say, yo, if you want to talk about that, you can holler at me because I met them. You feel what I'm saying? But as far as that document, I dubbed that. So that I couldn't even really be like the way he's saying he wanted me to be, the friend he wanted me to be. You ain't even present it like that, my nigga. You jump right into a documentary when we mourning.
Now
You
that's
jump
something.
right into a fucking documentary when we mourning, nigga.
Now that's something new to me.
So I say, yo, listen, I don't want to do that. I don't want to meet with none of y'all niggas. I got the messages in my phone and check the dates on that. That same day, the next day, him and Rockers are 2-on-2. It's just, and I'm not really trying to really go in, bro. I got.
Check out the interview. It's kind of interesting. They talk a lot about like what's going on with the battles or whatever. Because I do feel like, first of all, it's just about this DNA thing. I don't know. I didn't talk to some other NWX niggas, and a lot of people feel like the fallout with NWX has a lot to do with Kshine. And it's like, is everybody wrong about Kshine? You know what I'm saying? Everybody from it don't really matter. People just got like some issues with Kshine. Whether it's, I ain't gonna even go over all the NWX niggas I might have spoke to, but a lot of it stems with Kshine, and they say Kshine was a big reason of the breakup and some of the disagreements. And I can kind of see that, even though I don't know the ins and outs. I know what them niggas said, but I mean, I'm sure Kshine got a different thing. But you got to understand, bro, this is more like a battle rap clique where Kshine was losing at this time. You got to understand this. Kshine had battled Mr. Wavy. He was not doing that great. He was one of the only niggas that lost to a rookie that day. Mr. Wavy was wilding on him and shit with the, oh, that shit look like it's debatable. Like, he was fucking him up with that tranny shit. So he was like, while other niggas was losing, Briz was losing to fucking A-Verb and all this other shit, Mr. Wavy was getting busy on Kshine in that thing. So Kshine was kind of, you know, sometimes not having his way. Lost to Arsenal. You got to understand, he kind of had some losses. He lost to Calico on URL. You know what I'm saying? He had that great first round versus Surf, and then he ended up losing to Surf. He had losses. I feel like when he got with DNA, it kind of rejuvenated him. I think he switched up his style a little bit. The 2-on-2s got crazy. Remember, he lost to Big T. You got to understand, Kshine has always been great, but he took losses. Sue Surf, Big T, Calico, Arsenal. He pulled out a midget, shit like that. I got him losing those battles. And I just look at it and I'm just like, okay. He lost to Hitman. So I'm not gonna shit on him and act like he hasn't won a lot of battles. Like, obviously he beat Rex and Young Cannon and all other stuff. But DNA, I feel like, revitalized him, and I think he kind of needed DNA, bro. I feel like that. But DNA, them, you gotta understand, this is a battle rap clique. Your real niggas is Rex. It's the Dot Mob niggas. That's like the niggas you grew up with and shit. And I feel like once you got to where you needed to be, it might have been a little bit easy to move on. I don't really feel like you really vibe with a nigga like Saga. Like, he don't really fit your mold. A Christian joining a gang. You know, you a whole blood and everything. Y'all niggas got different agendas. That whole clique didn't really seem like it meshed well. Even with Big T and shit like that. Even you and DNA, even Kshine and DNA don't even seem like they really click like that. DNA comes off as kind of like, you know, the cool nigga, and the not really a fighter, not really a argumentative nigga, not really. And you get with Kshine, a little young wild nigga. It don't even seem like that works out. But from a battle rap standpoint, it worked out well. And they had Harry. DNA had Harry. He was able to get them niggas on a lot of cars and make a lot of money. And I think when that shit started to run out, all you got left is the true friendship. And I sometimes feel like it was really the Rex them niggas. And I feel like maybe that was what he was kind of missing, and it might have been easy to go back to that situation. But yeah, so I don't know. It's kind of hard to side with him on the DNA shit, because it just seemed like DNA just was a very good friend to him. So I don't know. When he talks about the battles not dropping, I guess he talks about it.
What everybody wants to know, man. You had your event months ago against all odds, the Rebirth.
Right.
Everybody wants to know what's up with these battle releases, man.
Yo, you know what's so crazy? And I love the culture, and I salute everybody, man, and I appreciate the support, man. Like OD, like on some real shit, right? But it's man, I just want to stay humble. That's all, man. It's just crazy though. That it's just crazy how things turn around. Like first niggas didn't want me to do the battle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Right. And now they worried about watching the footage, but then the pay-per-view it's a lot, man. But listen, the only reason why it was a delay is simply because I said this on another blog. People are like making their cards or whatever you want to call it around things I'm doing. It seems like, you know what I mean? It seems like niggas is getting the spark, what Kshine does, and then they start, we can do it and flip it this way and flip it. So as I say, hold on, let's see what they do when I hope, if I don't put these out right now, let's see what they do. While I'm waiting, I'm not gonna rush. Even though I wanted the fans to be happy about it, I don't want to rush for any narratives. I want it to be the right way. But I said in that time, let me see what happens. And they're just saying for me to drop my shit. I'm not seeing nothing. Shout out to Mook, shout out to Lux. But other than that, that's Harlem. I'm not seeing nothing fascinating like, you know, J Mills too. Shout out to Mills. He's going crazy. Yeah. Other than that, they asked him to drop the shit. So it's like it's safe. It's kind of looking like Harlem got the game low key real quick.
Yeah,
A lot of y'all may wonder what he's talking about. He's talking about how he got announced for Shotty Horror, and he says this later on, and you just watch the whole interview. He got announced for Shotty Horror. Everybody was like, "Oh, why you battling Shotty Horror? It's not really hyped or whatever." And then they have a great battle, and then URL announces Shotty Horror and Geechee Gotti. So he feels like, yo, I brought this energy with Shotty, and then now y'all niggas are creating cards, trying to capitalize on my energy, and now y'all want to book Shotty. But this is what I'll say to Kshine. I wish he had certain people in his ear. Whatever you got going on with URL, I feel like needs to be fixed personally. You know, I know you say in this interview you don't have a problem with URL. I wish y'all would get on the phone and talk and all this kind of stuff and fix it. But in battle rap, when a nigga does get hot, he does get more opportunities. So it's not like a Kshine thing. It's just in general. When a nigga get popping, next thing you know, other niggas start booking them. So you should take kudos in the fact that your small league out of nowhere was able to get Shotty right. Because even though Shotty is like a UK legend, and even though he's a top tier and stuff like that, and a guy that's been doing well in his culture, he got no show by Twork, no show by Twork twice, could not really get no looks. King of the Dot kind of fell off, and he wasn't really battling over here, and the people kind of forgot about Shotty. You revitalized that when you battled him, but at the same time, that's the goal. Like, yo, you battle me, and then you take off. That's kudos to who you are as a person. That's kudos to your vision of seeing Shotty as a good possibility. Like, we wanted Briz didn't work out, we wanted Shotty. Instead of looking at it like a me versus URL, look at it as like, this is what happens when you get a Kshine look. And take pride in that part of it, instead of trying to make this about URL, because what you're doing is you're basically saying, because they book Shotty Horror, you're going to hold your battles back and see what URL got going on. But you're really hurting Shotty. You're hurting Shotty. You're hurting, you know, Big T beat Serius Jones that night. Nick G beat JC. You're hurting all these niggas and the energy that they could have had going into other battles. And then you're like, well, I want to drop this, but then URL might drop this. But URL is dropping on the app, bro. You're dropping on YouTube. So at the end of the day, it's not the same. And if you that nigga, like you say you that nigga, you got to not worry about these other guys, dog. Like battle rap, this is just what battle rap is. This shit is rinse and repeat. A lot of these niggas copy niggas' formula and do a lot of different things. And I feel like your issue with URL, for the reason why the battles aren't out, is kind of unfair to the artist. That's just me personally. So you trying to worry about when niggas gonna do this, and I'm gonna wait and see why you waiting to see what URL do? Do you? You know what I'm saying? Because you and URL on different paths. URL, even if you drop you and Shotty, and URL drop Geechee and Shotty on the same day, one is going to the app and one is going to YouTube. And the YouTube drop is going to be the more important drop. It's the better battle because Shotty beat Geechee 3-0. So that's not even an interesting battle anymore. Your battle is the one with more replay value. So you got to realize that and stop worrying about stuff, because I'm not going to lie, bro. You battled in what? When did you battle? I want to say August. When did you battle? End of August, 1st of September. I don't know. The fact that these battles ain't out is kind of crazy. All right, keep it. It's kind of crazy now. You know, Nick G had a little bit of talks that day, and is just gone. You know what I'm saying? There was an issue between a lot of the Serius Jones and Kshine shit and Rex shit started from that day, because Rex was trying to stop Serius Jones' time during the Big T battle, but you never put the battle out, so fans didn't even see it. So I don't know, bro. Like, don't let your URL issue be the reason why you holding the battles back, because it's just not about you. It's about everybody else too. You got to think about that. So that's just my thoughts, man. Check out this battle. Check out this interview. It is 35 minutes long. You know what I'm saying? Run them numbers up. Shout out to KO on the interview. And New Jersey Twork, man. I'll let you, boy.